Imagine two Olympic swimmers hitting the wall. The scoreboard flashes. Swimmer A, 24.567 seconds. Swimmer B, 24.57 seconds. Who won? In that tiny, almost invisible gap, in the thousandths of a second, lies the difference between gold and silver. So what is a thousandth? It's the third digit to the right of the decimal point, and it represents a value 10 times smaller than a hundredth. Picture a large cube that represents one whole. If you slice it into 10 flat layers, each one is a tenth. Slice each of those layers into 10 long strips, and you get hundredths. Now, slice each of those strips into 10 even tinier cubes. You're left with 1,000 little blocks. Each one is a thousandth. It's incredibly small. This is why comparing decimals requires care. Let's go back to our swimmers. Swimmer A's time was 24.567. Swimmer B's was 24.57. To see who is faster, we need them to have the same number of decimal places. We can add a placeholder 0 to Swimmer B's time, making it 24.570 without changing its value. Now it's easy. Is 567 thousandths of a second less than 570 thousandths? Yes. The smaller time wins the race, so Swimmer A gets the gold medal. That final digit made all the difference. This level of precision isn't just for sports. Engineers use it to make sure the parts of a computer chip fit perfectly, to within 1,000th of a millimeter. Scientists use it to measure tiny amounts of a substance. You even see it at the gas station, where a price like $1.45 means the 9 represents 9,000ths of a dollar. So the next time you see a number with 3 decimal places, remember the swimmers and the 1,000 tiny cubes. You're looking at a world of precision, where the smallest details can change everything.